Hey there and welcome back to the Kuroshi Rider bike, and I'm about to attempt to do all of the stripy patterning fun, and I don't know how this is going to go, but first up I'm going to map everything else, map in everything over the top of all of this lovely beautiful highlight work, and I'll map everything in grey. I'm looking at the images, these sort of compute generated images, so I also want to fit Aragoto written teeny weeny just on this little limb of the sort of front arm of the bike here, and I'm going to do the grey and the white stripes so that it matches up with the original artwork as much as possible. Yes, it may be a little bit mad, but I'm going to get all of the stripes mapped in. This is going to be a very slow, careful job because I just want to get it right, really. I think this is a case of don't rush, take your time, and everything will work out fine. So I'll get back to you in a mo with the marked in version. I'm going to water down quite probably. I'll water down a light blue grey, and I'll use that as the base tone for everything, so that once I've got everything marked in very lightly, I can then start blocking everything in. So I'll get back to you in a second. Here we have it then. I've got my light grey stripes so that everything's now blocked in, and I can see where I'm going to be putting all of my white. And so it's mostly just around the front end here, and then just this one stripe here, and I'm taking this off of the details from the 3D model that they've got shown of the bike. I have noticed as well that they put a grey hub on it, but I'm actually going to leave my hubs red because they're already red and I quite like them red. It works perfectly well from my point of view. I've also been looking at the painting on the Mini from Angel Giraldez, and I'm going to do a little bit more work on this to try and bring the highlights in line with his style of highlighting, where he's almost doing a wet and wet, tiny little sort of like a blue grey with a white edge run through it whilst it's still wet. It's just a final highlight and just getting every last little block. So for instance on my headlights, I haven't sort of done this highlight around the edge of the blocks which is sat just behind the headlights. And I've just been looking at his and noticing like that one of the things that makes his minis so exceptional is his attention to detail. He doesn't miss a single edge. Every edge is highlighted, every last one. So I will bring that in line, but back to the actual main purpose. So next up, or currently up, the stripe that's horizontal here, that's my line that I'm going to write Aragoto along. So it gives you an indication of how tiny the handwriting is going to have to be. So I'm probably going to be back on a 5-0 brush when I'm doing that. But next up I am going to block in the actual white bits. And I will write the text in white because the text on the thing overlaps the diagonal white stripes that come down through it. So I'll be back in a mo and I'll show you the next step. Also, if you are curious about the grey mix, it's just pale blue grey from the model colour range, and blue grey pale, sorry, from the model colour range, and I've done it at about, it's probably about 3 parts water, 1 part paint, just keeping it really thin because this allows you to easily make marks. And also it's so thin that you can remove it very easily, so if you do make mistakes you're kind of fine, or as close to fine as you can get in that department. So I shall back in a second. Here we have it then. I've got all my white blocked in and I've tried to maintain the grey stripe running along here through the wheel as depicted in the artwork. Also, if you're wondering why I did grey under paint for the white stripe, it's because it means that where you've got the slight edge on the white, because it's not quite perfect, it gives you a sort of a natural shade if you like, which helps to just put clean edges on the white, so as long as the edges are true and clean, the grey should help to blend it with the red that little bit, so it keeps it all together. That's that side, and there's the other side. And I will block in the grey, but not until I am onto the text stage. But I did add in some last little touches of highlights, especially around the headlights here, just on the dash there, just to try and bring it a bit more in line and closer to what Angel Giraldes is doing. I will point out that what he does is he has the black, keeps the black pure in the recesses, and has a blue-grey, in the case of this, into rim, and then a white highlight. It's super neat, super tight, but it's good. I don't think I would notice that before, but I am practicing doing all this stuff so much. But next up, I'm just going to block in the text in white over the top of the grey, and that will also provide my outline, my white outline for the grey text. So I'll be back in a second once I've got that white blocked in. So just so you can see, what I've done is I've written Aragoto here along the stripe, and then I've blocked it in, so that's now solid white. And you can see my paintbrush is still a bit messy, you can see. And next up, I'm just going to carefully, I'm going to switch down to a 555 brush. I'm going to use the same blue greys on the stripes, and well, actually no, I'm going to use, I'm going to use the same blue greys on the stripes, and I'm going to write the Aragoto in, and I'm going to block in all of the stripes once I've written that in. So I'll be back in a second and all of the stripe work will be complete. Catch you in a moment. Here you have it then, this is my final attempt at writing Aragoto. This is the best attempt, the other side's not quite so good. I think it's come out okay, all things considered. It's very, very tiny writing. For comparative purposes, this is a 000 brush. And that's 000 brush plus rest up against it. It's teeny weeny. So, call me or not, you decide. I hope that this has been of some use and interest to you, and that your more absurd attempts at daft things are working out really well. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one and take care. Bye bye.